Welcome back to IGN Live, coming to you from Gamescom in Germany. Now we're going to take a look at Hellraid. Martin is here to tell us all about it. Welcome to the show. Hellraid is first-person hack-and-slash game, is that correct?
Yeah, this is how we call it first-person hack-and-slash game set in dark fantasy setting, and the core of the gameplay, we want it to be the most immersive combat, melee, magic, all the mixed stuff you can find in dark fantasy games.
So right off the bat, I think it looks gorgeous.
Oh,
really nice.
This is our new outdoor level we brought you to Gamescom, because we're showing previously catacombs, so some kind of underground levels, and people were asking whether we have some kind of fresh air. So yeah, we have, and this is the first time we're showing the game on Chrome Engine 6, because we made a transition from Chrome Engine 5, and Chrome Engine 6 is the same engine that runs Dying Light. So yeah, we have a pretty much boost in terms of visuals, and some performance issues with AI and with animation, and it's kind of powerful tool, and we like that we did it.
Yeah, it looks great. So what's the game all about? Who are we? What are we doing? Besides hacking and slashing, we know that.
Yeah, the base foundation of the game is the hack and slash, so the combat, the different play styles. But we are Aiden, the main character, who has some kind of story with the mage. He's now forced to deal with and to cooperate with, but they have kind of tough story behind, and they need to face the evil forces. And this is basically what we are talking right now, because we don't want to spoil the story mode.
Sure. It looks like, is there going to be some exploration too? Or is it's not just non-stop action?
No, it's not a non-stop action, but we want to fill the game with an action as much as it's possible, but not to be tiring.
Yeah.
We try to find some places, some space for exploration, because we have a randomly generated loot, which drops you a lot of stuff you need to pick up and compare. This is some kind of stuff that hack and slash genre needs. So yeah, like crates and chests, and you need to go and to find the right equipment for the job. So yeah, there will be a side path you can go and explore and meet some additional enemies.
But you wouldn't say it's an RPG?
Well, our character development is quite vast. So at some point we have a lot of skills to buy and develop your character. But we are not a pure RPG. We're somewhere in the middle between RPG and action, and we are kind of manually oriented people. We like FPP perspective. We think it's the best that games can have, because you go deeper in the action, and yeah, it's somewhere in between. We try to keep your hands busy all the time.
You've described it as a mix of Dead Island and Elder Scrolls. Is that correct? Is that accurate?
There are some influences of different games. A lot of fans see Heretic and Hexen, and they say, "Whoa, it's kind of old school kind of feel." But we want to make a modern game and that fits the present generation of consoles. But yeah, we are born and raised by the games like 90s games, and I think you can feel it, and I think it's kind of good.
It's a single-player campaign, but there's also cooperative?
Yeah, the game is composed of 3 different gameplay modes. So we have the story mode that we are seeing right now. This is the story mode, the part of this story mode. We have also a mission mode, which brings some kind of arcade flavor to a game, like combos and team score points, and in mission mode you are trying to achieve the best score result and go to leaderboards. And we have third mode, which is arena mode. We have specially designed maps to support the arena gameplay when you go and try to survive, and this is pretty tough. And each of these 3 gameplay modes is playable in single or with up to 4 friends cooperation mode. Moreover, if you build your character, you can go to either of those 3 modes, and it doesn't matter the sequence. You may start with arena, or you may start with the story and then go to other gameplay modes.
I see. What about master mode?
What about master?
Isn't there a master mode as well?
Not now.
Game master mode?
Oh, Game Master mode.
Yeah,
there was a concept at the beginning that some things is making a lot of mess on the maps, But after trying to balance the game and try to make fair rules, how to gain points and go to leaderboards, it was too random to judge how players perform. So we decided to minimize it. There still is some kind of random encounters and a lot of different situations, but we stopped calling it Master Mode because it was like messing with our game too much.
I see. So the loot is randomly generated.
Yep.
You'll find weapons, armor, items.
Weapons, armor, potions, scrolls, and enchantment elements, because you may enchant weapon in Hellraid. So you have a sword and you have a low-level scroll, then you can upgrade it a little. If you find a high-ranked scroll with some decent recipe, and you go and find the right toys, and you can just build a really powerful weapon.
So what we're seeing here, there's no HUD. Is this what you tend to the final game to look like?
No, there is a HUD. We just switched some materials with HUD and some without. Oh, and there's a skill tree. You were asking about RPG element.
Right.
We decided to drop the idea of different character classes, and we built some kind of rosette. So you start in the middle of a rosette with the different areas of specialization, like melee and tank, like offensive magic, defensive spells. We have also part of the rosette responsible for agility or ranged weapons. And if players want to be a really tough barbarian kind of player, they can go ahead and just invest all of that in this part of the rosette. But if you want to try to mix and match some different stuff, like a bit of defensive mage with some ranged weapon and a lot of agility, it's up to you. So we really don't know what gamers will come up with.
What can you tell us about the story?
The story is based on the Aiden, the main character, and we need to go ally with the mage. He knows what's happening, but I don't want to spoil too much.
Sure.
But the construction of the story in the game is more like quests, the sequence of quests, the sequence of levels of missions. We go to a safe place after the prologue, because this is the prologue map. And from there, through the portals, we travel to different places and we deal with the situations there, and we try to solve the puzzle that we have in front of us. And yeah, it's with a bit of mystery. And
is it true the game was originally intended to be a mode for Dead Island?
Yeah, it's an old story. At the beginning, it started with our gameplay programmer just fooling around with the idea how much crazy weapon can get. And he built several nice weapons, and we said, "Whoa, but this sticks to a different genre. Let's try to build everything around that." And this is our combat system. But since over a year, we have our own vision, our own ambitions, and we think of a Hellraid as one whole, our big project. So
sure,
yeah.
It's intended. You're gonna release it digitally, right?
Mostly digitally, but depending on the region, there might be some need for boxed version.
Sure.
We're still considering different options. We have some time for the release date.
So you don't have a release date yet?
It will be somewhere in 2015, not precise month, because it's some work still left. Game needs a lot of polishing, and I still see some places where combat can get better, so yeah, I want to go back there with my team and try to correct it.
What's the thing about Hellraid that you're most excited about right now?
Oh, totally combat. Totally combat, because the FPP perspective gave us allows us to feel really cool in the middle of a struggle. So you have skeletons, you grab an axe, you just smash them, the bones are flying. You switch easily to freezing stuff, you just freeze enemy and kick him, he just goes boom. So this is really exciting and it feels good.
You said you guys grew up playing 90s games. What's your favorite 90s game?
Oh, I think still Quake.
Quake, really?
Yeah, I'm a shooter fan, so up until now I'm playing multiplayer shooters, so this is why we have a lightning headshot in Hellraid.
Yeah. I was going to ask, is there much ranged combat? in Hellraid? Or is it
Yeah, sure. We'll be including crossbows. With low ranked crossbows, it will be a classic weapon, and I'm thinking of crossbows that when you go upper with game progression, you get some magically enchanted, like maybe respawning bows and belts and some crazy stuff. So make it like to feel like you really control the distance.
Finally, what platforms is Hellraid coming to?
PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
Martin, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Hellraid, we'll look for it next year sometime. Stay tuned, so much more to come from IGN Live here at Gamescom, presented by Dead Island 2, right after these messages.